Dear guys, today we will discuss the remaining factor affecting the enzymes. The two remaining factors now. The first we will discuss the effect of temperature. Effect of temperatures. In this factor, the rate of reaction in this factor, the rate of reaction of enzyme increase slowly with increase temperature till it reaches a maximum enzyme show more activity at this temperature. Further increase in the temperature, denatures the protein, resulting decrease in the enzyme action and further increase in the temperature may totally destroy the protein. See again the effect of temperature. The rate of velocity of enzyme is slowly increase the temperature till it reaches the maximum. The temperature is increased, rate of reaction is increased up to the enzyme show the maximum activity that temperatures, and afterwards further increase the temperature. The enzyme rate of reaction is decreased because protein in the nature they deactivate and due to the heat they are is inactive the enzyme and totally is destroyed because the enzyme is made up of by the proteins. See the graph versus plot versus temperature versus rate of reactions. It's a temperature versus rate of reaction, that is velocity, rate of reaction. It's 0 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There is a rate, velocity, rate of reaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see, the rate of reaction of enzyme increase is the rate. We start from 0 here. The rate of reaction is increase. The temperature also increase up to the maximum. Now here start the reaction. The rate of it is not accelerate immediately. It take time. Now here start the reaction and the rate is increased and the temperature also increase. Then goes to the rate increase, temperature up to the maximum temperature, and the enzyme is active. The temperature in between 30 to 40 degrees Celsius it is active, and afterwards rate of reaction is increased and enzyme is denature the proteins and the fall down the reactions. See here rate is increased, now temperature is increased. Now for example rate is the 3, the temperature is up to the 10, the rate is the 4, temperature is the near about the 20, and it's a maximum. Here is a optimum, it's a maximum temperature, that is also called as a optimum temperature. At the optimum temperature enzyme show the maximum activity, and it's generally shows in between enzyme show the maximum activity 37 degrees Celsius. In between that take a straight line. That temperature is called as optimum temperature. Here is show the maximum activity of enzyme for optimum temperatures. See the graph, the rate of reaction increase, the temperature is increase. At the point at the optimum temperature enzyme show the maximum activity, afterwards further increase the temperature. Now after 40 increase the temperature is increased. See the rate of reaction, this is the temperature of the 40, here rate of reaction is fall down, temperature is goes to the 50, the rate of reaction is fall down, because further increase the temperature, denature the protein and enzyme is inactive and the rate is fall down. The most of enzymes show the maximum activity in between 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. Above 50 degrees Celsius enzyme is inactive because protein is denature due to the heat. Okay, now optimum temperature. This I earlier told to you, optimum temperature. the temperature at which enzyme activity is maximum is called as optimum temperature. The temperature at which enzyme activity is maximum. Now here is the enzyme activity is maximum, and then the temperature is called as in between 1340. It show the optimum temperature. Okay, it show the optimum temperatures. Now this is the effect of temperature. Now next effect of enzyme concentration. The next effect is the last factor affecting concentration of enzyme. The concentration of enzyme, as the concentration of enzyme is increase, the rate of reaction proportionally increase. See the graph. The enzyme concentration and the rate of reaction or the rate of enzyme velocity. Now see, as the concentration increase, this concentration increase the rate of proportionally. Now concentration is having 2 mole, rate is 1. Concentration is 4, the rate is 2. Concentration is 5, the rate is 3. Concentration is 6, the rate is 4. Means the increase the rate is directly proportional to the concentration. See how rate is reaction is started. Now rate is in concentration increase, ये increase, यहाँ पे एक हुआ concentration, ये हुआ, then rate is 2, concentration increase, rate is 3, concentration is increase, rate is 4, concentration is increase. It indicates that as the concentration of enzyme is increase the rate of reaction proportionally is directly proportional, means rate is increase, rate of reaction increase, the concentration also increase. Generally it is used for this factor, it is used for this factor for diagnosis of the disease. Their major applications, it is used, this factor are used for diagnosis of the now this fact these factor affecting enzyme is over. These are the 6 factor. Previous lecture you has been studied the remaining 4. Substrate concentration, effect of pH, effect of inhibitors and effect of activators. Now the next topic, most important, is always asked in the annual examinations, most commonly always asked in the note, enzyme inhibitions. Enzymes inhibitions. You know the previous lecture in the inhibitors. Inhibitors are joined to the enzyme, they reduce the activity. Now here are the same. The enzyme inhibition. Inhibition means to stop the reaction. For example, A convert to the B and C is act as a inhibitor. Inhibitors, this should be, the rate should be reduced. The rate of reaction is reduced or decrease. You are not getting the effect. That called the inhibitors. The reaction should not get complete within fast. What is the role of enzyme? Enzyme increase the rate of reaction, but here inhibition they reduce the rate of reaction, that substance. Now what is inhibition? A substance which bind with enzyme and brings about decrease in catalytic activity of the enzyme are called as enzyme inhibition. Generally the role of enzyme is increase the rate of reaction now, but in enzyme inhibitions a substance bind with the enzyme, result you are getting decrease the rate of reaction, decrease the catalytic activity, decrease the rate of reaction. वो reaction का रेट कम कर देता है. enzyme should be generally increase, यहाँ पे ये bind होने के बाद कम कर देता है, उसको enzyme inhibitions बोलते हैं. For example, enzyme plus inhibitors, they get enzyme inhibitor complex, and then the rate of reaction is decrease. Now enzyme inhibitors, the inhibitors may be organic or inorganic nature. There are two category. Reversible inhibition there are two categories, reversible inhibition and second irreversible inhibition. Now, inhibitors may be in the organic and only there are two types: reversible inhibition. Reversible, the reaction, the irreversible inhibitions. It should permanent. It should be the not permanent. Now, give the reversible inhibition. The inhibitors binds to non-covalently with enzyme and the enzyme inhibition can be reversed if inhibitor is removed. Can you understand? Reversible enzyme inhibitions. There are the two types of enzyme inhibition. Reversible inhibitors bind to the, that is most important, non-covalently with the enzyme. Inhibitor bind to the enzyme. Now this enzyme bind to the inhibitors. Enzyme inhibitors, their binding is non-covalent bond. You know the non-covalent bond, it's a weak bond. Yeah, weak bond. And that's why the when enzyme is there, enzyme is removed, the reaction is goes again. That is called reverse reaction. Hence it is called as a reversible inhibitions. The inhibitors bind to the enzyme non-covalent bond. The enzyme inhibition is reversed if enzyme is removed. That bind to the non-covalent, that is a weak bond. For example, that is nitrogen bond, bonding of enzyme. This should be the weak bond, and this bond is reversed. When if inhibitor is removed, it should be removed from that enzyme and inhibitors, and then they again reaction can be reversed. That's why it's called as a reversible inhibitions. Reversible inhibitions, it is further subdivided competitive inhibition, and second non-competitive inhibition. Reversal inhibitions, again it can be divided into two types: competitive and the non-competitive. These दो टाइप में होते हैं वो, competitive, non-competitive. Now see the competitive. Give the heading. Competitive inhibition. In this type, it is a type of reversible inhibition. It is type of reverse inhibition in which there is the inhibitors competes with substrate for active group because of structural similarity. Clinically, competitive the enzyme inhibition is great importance since most of the drug act by competitive inhibition. Now see the competitive inhibition. Competitive inhibition is a type of the reversible inhibitions. Okay. Now what is reversible inhibition? Enzyme bind to the inhibitors and they are act as a reversible. Now in this competitive inhibitions, the inhibitors compete the structure. Inhibitors compete the enzyme structure. Competes means they are structural similarity. The enzyme and the substrate, they are having the similar structure. Similar structure means as it is nahi, only the group, which are the group is there, that group should be the similar active group. For example, now see, you can understand the competitive enzyme, it is a type of reversible enzyme. In this competitive inhibition, which the substrate compete the structure with the enzyme due to the structural similarity. तो which group? That are the active group. इसमें जो active functional group है ये similar रहेगा enzyme और substrate का, इसीलिए उसको बोलते हैं they are compete to each other. Enzyme compete to the substrate structure to each other for the structural similarity. Hence it is called as the competitive inhibition. उसको बोलते हैं. Clinically these are the most important. All the drug, maximum, most of drug shows competitive enzyme activity. See the example. The enzyme, now you can understand, the enzyme succinate dehydrogenase, the substrate is succinic acid and competitive inhibitors of malonic acid. Now you can see the structure, then you can understand. Now see the succinic acid structure, CH2COH. Is a succinate acid and the malonic acid Earlier you can see just competitive. What is competitive? Competitive inhibition is irreversible type of structure in which the substrate compete to the enzyme structure because of structural similarity for active group. Now here is the active group which there the acid C is a succinate dihydrogen. The enzyme succinate dihydrogen substrate is a succinic acid. उसमें कौन सा active group है? Acid. And the competitive inhibitors malonic acid है. Malonic में which group are active? They are the active group are similar. And that is an example of the competitive inhibitions. Are you understand? आया ख्याल में? The enzyme succinate dehydrogenase substrate is succinic acid ये. That the succinic acid उसमें enzyme है succinate dehydrogenase. Inhibitors are the malonic acids. They are inhibitors. The malonic acid they compete to each other for the active group. कौन सा active group है? Acid group C double bond OH, C double bond OH, and due to the structural similarity it is called as the competitive inhibition. It is reversible reaction. If inhibitor is removed, reaction goes to the irreversible. ये निकाल लिया, reaction is reversible. This is the example of competitive inhibitions. The next is a non-competitive enzyme inhibition. It is shown regulatory enzymes is also called allosteric enzyme. Already you has been studied the previous lectures the allosteric enzyme. Allosteric regulating enzymes are two type: positive allosteric enzyme and negative allosteric enzyme. They are the two types. The positive allosteric enzyme regulating they increase the rate of reaction, and negative allosteric they decrease the rate of reactions. Now this topic is over. Thank you.